Hi, my name is Anna Ståhl and I'm from Research Institutes of Sweden, and I'm going to present the paper Validity and Rigour in Soma Design, Sketching with the Soma. This paper reports on work done in collaboration with Vasiliki, Tsaknaki, IT University of Copenhagen, and Madeline, Balaam, Royal Institute of Technology. So let me just shortly introduce the design projects our work centers around. Both projects use shape-changing custom-made air-pumped latex pockets that interacts with our bodies through touch. The two designs were made in parallel processes, but the pelvic chair was led by Anna and Madeline, while the breathing wings were led by Vasiliki. The pelvic chair is intended to create an awareness around your pelvis and pelvic floor area through touch, so that you can learn how to make use of it in daily situations. The breathing wings, on the other hand, put attention and awareness to an often forgotten part of our body, the upper back. Both projects used a Soma Design approach, which includes designing from a first-person perspective. Through our work here, we contribute with reflective accounts of our processes, which deepens the understanding of how a Soma Design approach is achieved through first-person approaches. By turning to new materialism, we discuss how our designs allow for material-discursive agency of sorts, allowing for many different somas to become with our designs, even if they originally were started by us. So, Soma Design is a design approach for new digital materials that allows to shape interactions with users' aesthetic experiences. It suggests some design tactics to engage with bodily practices, to work with the socio-digital material, which includes both the material we design with, but also to engage with our bodies. It sees our bodies as moldable. And to work from a first-person perspective in an iterative manner. And this doesn't exclude then second or third person perspectives. Through our previous experience with using a Soma Design approach, together with these two parallel design processes, we analyzed the processes and found some common traits. And here we mapped out 4 anchor points. In anchor point 1, we become sensitized through tuning in to our somas. In anchor point 2, we establish a red thread, something that opens up the design space and can be guiding in the experiences we are after through the use of experiential qualities. In anchor point 3, we sketch with our somas and the materials. And finally, in anchor point 4, we invite others into the design process. And of course, this is not mirroring the reality, where the design process is messy and move back and forth and things happen in parallel. So in our design processes then, how did we become sensitized? Anna and Madeline invited a Feldenkrais practitioner specialized in the pelvis and pelvic floor area to do exercises. In Feldenkrais, we seek to break habitual ways of doing movements and instead look for alternatives. We documented our experiences on body maps before and after these exercises. And Vasiliki engaged in both Feldenkrais and contact improvisation, where touch and movement is used to become attentive to different body parts. Vasiliki also invited Anna to touch her shoulder blades and later traced the outline of them, which made Vasiliki attentive to their 3-dimensional shape and form. A thick description of this is shared in the paper. We then continued into constructing experiential qualities, where Anna and Madeline discussed their body maps and notes and constructed a set of experiential qualities that they wanted their design experience to hold, while Vasiliki chose to use estrangement methods by wearing a pair of wireframe textile wings to further articulate how touch was experienced on her upper back. And this helped her to formulate her experiential qualities. Next, these experiential qualities were used in guiding our design decisions in our respective processes in an iterative manner, where each new iteration or idea had to be experienced. This was done through somatic design judgments through our pelvic floors or shoulder blades to see if the quality we aimed for was captured. The next step, when we knew we had put an effort into our designs actually holding the experience we sought, we invited others into a similar process. With this work done during the pandemic, we turned to each other, but later we have opened up for others to do Soma sketching with us. So let us return to the validity and rigor of using first-person methods in Soma Design. Rigor can here be shown in our detailed descriptions of our Soma Design processes, and this makes them become accessible for critique and examination by others. We also show how a first-person experience is focal in the whole Soma Design process, and where rigor comes through our somatic design judgments. Here we lean on how rigor is discussed within design research as judgments, reflections in action, and designerly knowing. Instead of aiming for validity through generalizability, we discuss the generative power of the plurality of experience that can become through our designs. Here we turn to the work by Karen Barad, where we ourselves are becoming in intra-actions. And following this, our designs generate experiences instead of aiming for one specific experience. Thank you all very much for listening.